Man, I cannot wait. Dude, the patch is also the balance patch is kind of wild. They really went ham with the balance patch. They went really ham with that. A lot of characters got a lot of good stuff. I think most characters got something good. The only questionable one is still Gold Lewis. It's like the only questionable one. Everyone else got something good. Yeah, Leo has problems opening up opponents. The one that made me laugh is the Potemkin one. They're like, we increased the reward for the merit of making Potemkin for making Potemkin block the hit knuckle, you know. Potemkin giving merit for making your opponent block hit knuckle. Are you kidding me? The merit? What merit is there for making the opponent block hit knuckle? It's like Potemkin are these really intelligent master, you know, they're the masterminds of the mind game and everything. They make you block hit knuckle. Yeah, right. Absolutely brain dead character. They buffed one vision, they really did. You know, before when they announced that they were going to make a patch for the game, I thought they meant like I thought what my first thought was they are going to buff the weaker characters, obviously, but they will also buff moves that are like not used at all because I feel like they're not happy with the fact that there are things that they made in the game and people don't use them. They talked about things like that before with like Dust in some of the articles before, in some of the interviews. Like in the previous game, they talk about how people would like not use some mechanics that they worked on. So I feel like the priority would be like to make everything worth it. And they did, but they went a step too far ahead. Well, it's not too far. It's like good. It's like a good step, but it's kind of scary because now you know people didn't use Wild Throw with Soul. Now Wild Throw is like it's not looking too good. I would say. But I knew they would buff things like One Vision and Dragon Install. I don't know if what they did to Dragon Install is going to be enough. I guess maybe they wanted to be careful with that. And even for One Vision, I feel like they're trying to be a bit careful, but who knows how that will go. Still, the fact that he can do Snail into fucking One Vision now, that's also a thing he can do now. This patch is very wild. It is like the last DBFZ patch. It is extremely wild. There's a lot of big changes. But reading that, it made me so hyped for the next patch actually. It made me super hyped for the next patch. So I'm very excited to see what they will come up with in October. And you know the wildest thing too is that it's not even it's it's just the first part. You know, these changes are super nice. They are really good, but they are not all the changes, right? They are not all the changes that the characters need. So the next patch, they say they're going to buff projectiles. What is going to happen? I mean, kind of install like Soul in Rev 2. I don't think they want to do that. I think they really want something specific for Kai. For example, I think they like the fact that Dragon install is it's like unlimited. There's no time limit to it. And also, I think they actually want it to be a good thing to use. Because the thing with Soul's Dragon install too, it was cool, but from what I've heard from a lot of people who played Guilty in general, apparently Dragon install is a meme. It's not really a good move. You definitely don't want Dragon install. So I hope they do the right changes. One change that is really cool is Anji. Anji is going wild now. But like I said, this patch is not all the changes. For example, he doesn't get his butterfly to be good. But next patch might be a big change because they are changing the projectiles, right? So we'll see what happens. But Faust though. Faust didn't get the changes I was hoping he would get, but he got something nice. The ability to now break the wall and to use the super whenever you want, actually, that's huge. Now his super is actually useful. I'm so happy with that. Now he can use it with like big utility now because they increase the advantage that he has when you land it, even if it's like mid-screen. So before that super, the advantage was not huge. You could barely do anything. You could barely do like the only option that you pretty much had was just 2p after using that super. So now if the opponent is knocked down longer, you can just do item toss. Item toss is huge. Item toss after that super is big. It's like good utility. So if you use it as a reversal, you actually get Oki. That's so sick. You hope they won't buff Milia anymore? Yeah, I hope too. Their characters, I hope never get buffs, man. I don't want to see that. No, I'm not interested. Zato getting buffed? I'm scared. Ino getting buffed? I'm very scared. Milia getting buffed? I'm terrified. I feel like next patch I'm gonna be dodging a lot of fights. I don't really wanna fight too many people. Oh my god. I feel like the biggest winners are definitely Zato, Axel, and Anji in my opinion. Well, Zato, Axel, Anji, and Ino. Those four got huge buffs. Did they do anything to Nago? Yeah, they did. They did something about his the super, you know, the one that's like that launches you, the regular one. They did something to that super, and they did something to I don't really know what they did to that super. I didn't really understand. But they also gave him a faster 6p. So 6p is fast. The startup is faster now. So I don't know how that would impact the character too much, but I know it's kind of scary because that's generally the move that he uses before doing the Beyblade. So who knows what will happen to us now. Nagoryuki players are gonna be brain dead now. Who knows? We don't know. The one thing I'm really glad about with this patch note that is also really good is the fact that there's a lot of moves now that were really fast and they did a lot for the characters. Now a lot of these moves would miss on low profiling moves. They would lose to like low profiling moves and to 6p, which is nice. Losing to 6p, like Soul's 6S losing to 6p now, that is great. You hope they remake his Blood Rage. That character is such a threat. I'm so scared of him. I think the way he is right now is actually in the perfect spot. To me, Nagoryuki is the character in Guilty Gear Strive. He's the best designed character. He's a character I think that doesn't need buffs or nerfs at all or any changes. He's literally perfect. And then command grab full screen. Yeah. That's the responsibility of the Nago player to not do that. They have to know how to manage their character. And they also have to know how to use the Blood Rage activation. It is something that they can actually do. You know, there are some Nagoryuki players, when they see they are going to go into Blood Rage, they do drift forward RC to slow time, and then they catch you with it, so you get knocked down into a wall against their Blood Rage. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna press a button? You're gonna get fucking destroyed if you do. So, and if you block, well, you get mad chip damage. So it's kind of nice. But yeah, it is lame that he loses his health like that. But that's how it should be. Because the character is very strong, actually. He's a very solid character. I just hope that for the next patch, they change the defensive mechanics. Because those are not really... they're not very interesting.